Okay, so I'm going to shoot just a real quick video because a lot has been happening and I want to address this, but you'll have to excuse the state I'm in. I've purposely not taken my most recent batch of medicine, but it's painkiller for this. I don't know if you're able to see this right now or not, but that's just one of them. I had that happen in 3 different locations across my head locations, but the pain is rough and the medication knocks me out. But anyway, so a lot of people have been either quitting the internet or YouTube or to some degree leaving it or something. You get the point. And I have something to say about that. And I was trying to think of ways to be really tactic about this and be really, calm about it. But I might end up being a little bit harsh. I don't mean to be. I don't want to make anyone mad or offended. I just want to be real with what I think and hopefully get my point across pretty quickly. So let's try it this way. A lot of people are mainly complaining about the amount of time they're spending on the internet as compared to with, real friends or, how old they're getting and how they're like, wow, I spend the majority of my time here and it's stressful and whatnot. And I get that. I do. And it makes sense. I understand. I completely get it. And if I were to spend, 80, 90% of my time on the internet, I'd get sick of it too. I just would. But it's not about that. What it's about is moderation. I love the teachings of the Buddha. Why? Because that was his big thing, was moderation. Everything in moderation. And I mean, so look at people like Hank Green and John Green. What do? Oh my goodness, Hank does a million different things as well as be incredibly involved in the YouTube community. John Green, he's a super famous author now, and he still does tons of YouTube videos, whether it be on the gaming channels or just him making his videos or doing whatever, and they're both really frequent on Tumblr, but they do a million other things that require them to do real world stuff, like John actually writing books and now doing all these Tifios tours and everything. It's incredible. And the thing is, they're not burnt out and they've been doing this way longer than any of us have. Why? It's because they do everything in moderation. And that's the secret. That's how I do it. I don't spend all my time on the internet. Dave knows that. Why? Because there'll be days where you can't get in touch with me. And I'm not going to apologize for that because I try to split everything 50-50. 50-50 is a good balance. Now, I understand that maybe one way or another that could be difficult to do, but sometimes you just got to step back. Now, maybe you step back a little bit from the internet, but don't step back completely. I mean, I used to apologize for not being a regular content guy, but I don't do that anymore. Why? Because that's not me. I'm not dedicating my life to this YouTube thing. This YouTube thing is a fun thing that I enjoy and I want to be involved with, and I never want to not be involved with it. I always want to be involved with YouTube, but on my terms. And my terms is that I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this when I can and when I'm available to. And even when I'm drugged up and in pain from stitches and cuts in my head, it doesn't matter because this matters to me. But the important thing is for you to remember moderation. Dave, Meg, Chelsea, everyone who's just taking a break from the internet, please. I understand it, I do, but it makes me sad when that happens, not because I'm missing you, which I do, I miss you very much, but it makes me sad that you're having to go through that, and I don't want that for you. And the big secret for anyone in the future who might be dealing with this is just find a way to deal with it to where you don't feel like you're spending all your time on the internet, and you don't feel like you have to leave the internet. Do both. Do both. Balance them. Do a little bit of both, and it won't be a problem. I mean, it's really, it's not that hard to just use the internet a little bit instead of a lot. And Dave, I know you have your responsibilities, so maybe you just step back from a couple of them, But you don't have to leave because we love you here. We love all you here. So I don't want you to ever feel. The point of this is that I don't want you to ever feel like we need you to be here and we need you to be constantly making videos. If you have to take a break, that's fine. Please, take a break. There's no problem with that. But I don't want you to ever feel like you're obligated to do this. Don't ever feel obligated to do this. Because I used to be that way. I used to be like, oh, I haven't made a video in a while. People are going to be mad. Come on. All right? People can wait. Videos come when videos come. And, you know, you can text me or you can Facebook message me or whatever. And I might reply 2 days later, but I'm still replying. Right? So learn to balance it. Take your time to yourself out in the real world. Take your time to yourself wherever. And take your time with the internet. You can do it all. It's just a matter of finding the balance that's best for you so that it's a win-win. Because I promise you there is a win-win situation. John and Hank have proven it. There's a win-win for being able to be super involved with the internet community but also doing your real-life jobs. So find the balance. But don't ever feel obligated to make videos for me or anyone else in the world. Make videos for you and take the time you need away. But don't just leave. We love you here. So stick around, find the balance, and you can do this. I believe in all of you. I believe in you.